And as the dust continued swirling around Xukai's November interview, the narrative only grew more intricate, evolving into something far greater than a simple celebrity rumor, transforming instead into a cultural sensation that refused to loosen its grip on the public's imagination, because every time people believed the speculation had reached its peak, another moment, another clue, another unexpected twist appeared, breathing fresh life into the story and pulling millions back into its orbit. With irresistible force, in the days following the interview, an anonymous source on a popular entertainment forum claimed that Xukai had been unusually thoughtful during the filming of his latest project, frequently seen checking his phone between takes with a soft smile that staff members described as gentle and undeniably affectionate, and though this detail seemed small, fans seized upon it instantly, connecting it to Tan Songyun's quiet smile caught on camera the same day, fueling theories that the two were still in contact behind the scenes, silently nurturing whatever bond existed between them, and while neither celebrity confirmed nor denied these whispers, their silence itself became a kind of language, a subtle form of communication that fans became experts at decoding, interpreting every public move with the precision of seasoned detectives. Soon, additional layers were added to the story when a stylist who had worked with Tan Songyun earlier in the year posted a cryptic message online about witnessing the sweetest moment backstage between two people who think the world isn't watching, and though the post was quickly deleted, screenshots were already circulating, sparking a new wave of excitement, especially when fans noticed that the timeline matched the April awards ceremony where the original whispering clip emerged, creating a narrative loop that tied the past and present together in a way that felt fated, like the universe itself had been sprinkling hints and breadcrumbs for fans to follow all along. Meanwhile, deeper analyses of their body language resurfaced as experts and amateurs alike dissected the micro-expressions, glances, and unspoken signals preserved in every available clip of the two stars, from the way Xukai instinctively angled his shoulders toward Tan Songyun during interviews, to the shy downward glance she often made when his name came up, a gesture that fans interpreted as affection, fondness, or perhaps an attempt to contain emotions that she wasn't ready to reveal publicly, and the more these interpretations spread, the more undeniable it became that their connection held a weight that neither time nor distance seemed capable of erasing. Even moments that once appeared insignificant, such as Xukai adjusting his tie during a press event or Tan Songyun brushing a strand of hair behind her ear during a live stream, were now being connected by fans who noticed that their gestures mirrored each other, claiming these were subconscious signs of emotional alignment shared by people who were deeply bonded. And while skeptics attempted to dismiss these observations as fan over-imagination, the sheer consistency with which such parallels emerged made it increasingly difficult to ignore the possibility that there was something genuine beneath the surface. As discussions intensified, a particularly viral theory emerged suggesting that the two stars had intentionally avoided joint appearances after April, not because they were distancing themselves, but because their bond had deepened to the point where the risk of revealing too much in public interactions had grown too high, prompting both parties to maintain professionalism while protecting their private lives from the overwhelming attention that had begun to surround them. And this theory gained even more traction when a leaked schedule revealed that both Xukai and Tan Songyun had rejected opportunities to appear at the same event in midsummer, a decision fans interpreted as an attempt to avoid adding fuel to an already uncontrollable fire, though others insisted it was a coordinated strategy to maintain space, while something quietly blossomed away from prying eyes. At the same time, the entertainment industry itself seemed to be growing increasingly invested in the pair, with producers expressing interest in casting them together again due to their unmatched chemistry and the overwhelming audience demand, while journalists crafted entire op-eds exploring why their dynamic had struck such a powerful chord with the public, arguing that what made this rumored romance so captivating was its purity, the absence of scandal, the presence of tenderness, the subtlety of emotions that felt real rather than manufactured, and the undeniable sense that these two individuals shared a connection built not on publicity or convenience, but on something far more organic, something that flowed naturally between them in every interaction captured on camera. As this idea spread, fans began revisiting older moments with renewed enthusiasm, analyzing clips from award shows, drama promotions, variety programs, and even casual behind-the-scenes footage, uncovering details that seemed to have gone unnoticed before. The way Tan Songyun once absent-mindedly rested her hand near Xukai's arm as if drawn by instinct, the gentle tone he used when saying her name during a press conference years ago, or the comfortable silence they shared during an off-camera moment that fans had previously dismissed as unimportant, but now, within the context of their unfolding story, felt like meaningful fragments of a larger, heartfelt narrative. And just when the buzz seemed like it could not grow any louder, an unexpected twist occurred when a journalist asked one of Xukai's close colleagues about his thoughts on the rumor, and instead of offering a safe, neutral comment, the colleague laughed and said, "Some things don't need confirmation when the truth is already written in their eyes," a remark that exploded across social media, sending fans into a frenzy as they debated whether this slip of the tongue hinted at an inside truth known by people close to the couple, or whether it was simply a teasing comment made in good fun. But regardless of the intention, the result was the same. A new wave of passion swept through fan communities, reigniting speculation that had only just begun to settle, proving once again that no amount of denial or silence could dim the power of the bond between Xukai and Tan Songyun in the eyes of the public. Even more astonishing was how international audiences began picking up the story, with fans from Korea, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, and beyond joining the conversation, creating multilingual threads, translation posts, and cross-platform compilations highlighting the most intimate and intriguing Xukai Tan Songyun moments, transforming the rumor from a regional interest into a global fascination. And as these communities grew, so did the emotional investment, with fans sharing stories about why they supported the pair, expressing how their interactions had brought them comfort, joy, and a renewed belief in soft, serendipitous love, the kind that emerges quietly, unexpectedly, and beautifully. By early December, the Xukai Tan Songyun narrative had effectively become a phenomenon, one that dominated year-end discussions, trended repeatedly across platforms, and captured the hearts of fans who felt as though they were witnessing not just a rumor, but a modern fairy tale unfolding in real time. And what made it even more special was the way Xukai himself seemed to unknowingly add emotional depth to the story every time he spoke with warmth, or remembered a moment involving Tan Songyun, or allowed his emotions to flicker through his expression for just a brief second before he regained composure, because those fleeting moments said more than any official confirmation ever could, conveying feelings that could not be disguised by media training or public expectations. Ultimately, the longer this story stayed alive, the clearer it became that it was no longer only about whether they were dating, but about the profound impact their dynamic had on fans, offering a sense of wonder, hope, and emotional connection in a world that often feels too fast, too loud, and too harsh, giving people something tender to hold on to, something that reminded them of the quiet magic found in human connection. And as the narrative continued to grow, stretching far beyond what either star could have predicted, one truth emerged with striking clarity. Whether their relationship remains unspoken or eventually becomes a beautiful confession, the legend of Xukai and Tan Songyun has already become one of the most unforgettable stories in modern entertainment, and it will continue to unfold, expand, and capture hearts for months, perhaps even years to come. Thank you so much for reading this deep dive into the most mesmerizing celebrity mystery of the year, and if you enjoyed this emotional journey, please remember to subscribe to 24H News, TM, leave your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned for even more captivating stories that will keep you wondering, feeling, and imagining long after the final word.